probably encountered a situation where you received a boring hand with only a few points, and it was blatantly obvious that you needed to play defense and all you wanted was to move to the next board, right? Well, no more. We would like to introduce you to a new, fascinating, challenging, and exciting world which will enable you to enjoy the game even when you are not the declarer, because in the game of bridge, the world belongs to the defenders. Best eBridge developed a unique and friendly platform for learning and practicing defense in the game of bridge. So once you connect to the website, click on the computer image titled Defense, or click on Defense from the upper menu. The next page will enable you to choose the method of training, practice by levels or practice by technique. Let's start with the default, practice by levels. The levels are sorted from easy to difficult and from left to right, line by line. To choose a level, click on the desired level. For example, let's click on Defense Level 2. A bridge table will be displayed similar to the one you are already familiar with from the Declarer's Hand Play training. However, there are a number of differences, as you will see now. You are still seated south, but now you are the defender, not the declarer, and your goal and that of your partner in north is to foil the declarer's contract. Who is the declarer? In some cases, it will be east, and in others, west. How will you recognize the declarer? It's simple. Above the declarer's hand, in this case east, the final contract will be displayed, 4 hearts. According to the rules of the game, the player seated left of the declarer, in this case south, will lead a card to the first trick. So in this hand, this task is on your shoulders. You will see a remark in this area instructing you to choose your lead, and this green arrow will indicate that it is your turn to play. In the defense module, you will play only south's hand, whilst the computer will be responsible for playing the other 3. You are already familiar with the 4 action buttons in this section. To recap, the replay button enables you to start over at any stage of the game. Clicking on the show button will display all other hands without the cards already played. Clicking again on this button will hide them. At any stage, you can click the solution button to read a detailed explanation regarding planning the defense and the recommended line of play. Should you find the selected level too easy or too difficult, you can always choose another level by clicking on the Levels button. You can recognize the defense exercise page by the reddish background color of this section, as well as the light bulb, a new feature we have added. Pointing the cursor on the bulb will display a number of leading questions that will guide you in planning your defense. If you adopt a routine to first answer these questions and then start playing, your game will improve dramatically. Back to the game. Once the leading card has been played, the dummy's hand will be displayed, in this case, seated west. The computer will play all 3 hands as mentioned before. This table will display the trick scoring throughout the game. Pointing the cursor on this button will enable you to view the last trick played. Remember your personal traffic light chaperoning you throughout the game. As long as you are on the right defense track, it will be green. Failing to find the right line of defense will turn the traffic light to red. You can use these buttons to move forward to the next trick or backwards to the previous trick. To move to the next exercise, click here. If you wish to skip to a more advanced exercise, click the little black arrow in the drop box and choose the desired exercise number. As mentioned previously, you can practice your defense play by technique. Choose this option from the main page of this module. Next, choose the technique you want to practice. For example, let's choose opening leads. Check the box next to the desired technique and click the Start Practice button. You will now be introduced to an exercise page comprising the same elements you have already been introduced to, only this time all the available exercises are related to the technique you selected. That's it. You are now ready to start your defense play training. Enjoy.